Da-da-dum. Hello and welcome to This Week in Gwent, a weekly show in which we talk everything Gwent as always. And I'm joined today by the amazing Purple Witcher. Purple Witcher, how are you?
I'm good, thank you. I hope everyone is well, and thank you so much to everyone who's joined to watch.
Exactly. Welcome everybody in chat. Hopefully we don't have any audio issues this time because I know there were some problems last time. But yeah, what we're going to focus on today mainly is everything connected to update 10.6, which launched on Tuesday, and with it a new season came, and actually there were two new cards, which was quite interesting because nobody expected us to have new cards in the game until next month, because next month we will have the next card drop, which has a really cool theme attached to it, but I won't spoil it. But you'll be expecting, more stuff coming in. But yeah, we had a new Yennefer and a new Triss card. And yeah, hopefully, I saw a lot of streamers and content creators checking them out. Purple Wish, did you have some time to actually play one of these or not?
I haven't yet, but I know I'm gonna start with Triss first. I
Ooh,
think.
okay.
Yeah.
Good
Even though
choice.
I'm team Yen, but I
Good.
feel like we gotta give we gotta give Triss some love.
Yeah, and I think the new card, which Meteor Shower, which was called Triss Rocks as an internal name for her, I think it's a pretty cool ability, and hopefully a lot of people have been already checking it out, or if not, they will check it out because, yeah, we wanted to take those journey arts that we have and actually turn them into cards. We've done this previously with Sunset Wanderers, so I think it was just a logical thing to do to actually use this one for the two awesome sorceresses. Okay, so without further ado, red news. This is our main topic for this week. So the patch notes for 10.6 are available on the website. There is also a developer video, which I did with Jean, which you can also check out if you haven't yet, but mainly the people watching this probably have. We started the new season, which is June season, and on the 9th, which was yesterday, exactly. So on Thursday, we had the Midsummer celebrations starting, so you can help Triss, Yennefer, Shani, and get some cool cosmetics out of this, especially the card backs, which are a very nice collaboration that we've been doing with our CDPR gear store. And yeah, you can get these if you complete all the quests for all three sorceresses. Of course, two sorceresses, one medic. Sorry, Shani is not a sorceress. And the Lord Police will come and get me. And yeah, you can get all three of these. They're awesome, and you can progress through all of them, so you don't have to choose only one side. So we can, get rid of the hashtag team this, team that. You can be all the teams. We also had yesterday a quick hotfix for 10.6 because we're missing some VFX for Purify, Lock, and Rupture. So these were not displayed properly. We're supposed to do it in the next update, but we decided just to do it quicker. It was possible to hotfix it quicker, which is good. And last thing is, of course, the qualifiers are starting. This time they're starting a little bit earlier because top 16 is this weekend and top 64 is next weekend. So yeah, you can find out the list of participants on masters.playgwent.com. And yeah, that is it. A very quick roundup of this week's news. Yeah, so we're back. How you doing overall?
I'm good, thank you. I hope you're really good as well.
Yeah, like we were talking, it was a busy week for me. I don't know, how about you?
Not too busy. I was only in work 4 days this week because luckily I put in a holiday for today. Last minute, my boyfriend's coming up for the weekend, so we have
Nice.
a long weekend together. We're gonna go on lots of nice walks, lots of hikes, and hopefully play a few games of Gwent as well.
Amazing. So he also plays Gwent?
He plays it on and off.
Okay.
I haven't fully persuaded him to stick at it, but he used to really like dwarves.
Ooh, nice. Good choice.
Yeah. Yeah, but he hasn't played it in a few weeks, so I'm not sure what rank he would be at now. But I need to tell him to get back into it. Definitely, I need
Nice.
to persuade him.
Speaking of Gwent, when did you discover Gwent for the first time? Where did you like play it for the first time?
So I think probably like most people through Witcher 3. I
Hmm.
played Witcher 3 for the first time in 2019, actually on my Xbox, before I got a PC,
Nice.
and fell in love with Gwent in the game. You know, I got so excited about doing the Gwent tournament quests in game. I would make sure I did loads of games with the NPCs in the run up to the tournament and stuff like that. Um, and then I had Steam on my laptop before I had my PC.
Hmm.
So I downloaded the standalone, but I couldn't get into it, which I completely regret. I know it's crazy. After the tutorial, I gave up, which is really, really sad.
Hmm.
So then I had like time away from it. And then in 2021, in March, I got my first PC. I used all my savings to get my PC and I played The Witcher 3 again
Hmm.
on my PC, and it's a much more immersive
Oh
experience. It
yeah,
was amazing.
I agree.
And then, yeah, and then fell in love with Gwent in The Witcher 3 again. And then I thought, now I've got my PC, let's give Gwent the standalone another go, which I did. So around the summertime in August, I started playing it. And that was also when I started streaming. And then, you know, in the October and November, I started taking it seriously and wanted to try um, ranking up.
Nice, nice. Okay, that's really cool. So your initial kind of discovery of Gwen was kind of you played a little bit and you're like, nah. But then
Yeah.
I think The Witcher 3 has this that I think a lot of us can relate that it kind of gets us back into Gwent. And the one thing for me is like I am I think one of the few which actually didn't like Gwent in The Witcher 3. It was like one of the things that I was kind of like, no, you know, but I've been always into card games, like, you know, Magic, all that stuff. It's something that I've always been into. So in this one, I was like, okay, let's see it. But I was like, okay. But when we started working on the standalone and we wanted to make it competitive, I was like, oh, this is very good. This is very good. So yeah, I think it's also one of those games that you need to really play a lot and really get into in order to enjoy it. And initially, it might feel like it is maybe a little bit too hard, or you know, it's hard to follow also all the changes that were kind of happening throughout the game's history. But then, yeah, I also feel like I have this like on and off relationship with it. But recently, I've been really enjoying like the changes and stuff that's going on within the game. Maybe apart from last meta, which I know a lot of people have the same kind of sentiment. But we've moved on from that hopefully, and there's going to be new stuff. And I'm already like excited about the changes, especially to hand buff. That is one deck that I'm trying to like figure it out right now with Torque and Aglyce and all that stuff. So I'm having a lot of fun with that. Is there anything after the patch that you have? Because you said you haven't played a lot yet with the new cards, but have you like checked out like what's currently being played and stuff like that, or not really?
So I said next week is going to be a week of experimenting for me. And the
Okay.
number one thing I want to try is Scoia'tael Handbuff.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to try that because everyone knows I love engines and I love boosting and
Hmm.
I love big point cards, and Handbuff just has that all over it. So I can't wait to try that out and play it definitely. And I think it's I've been playing my Meve Shield Wall deck
Hmm.
for all of 10.5.
Nice.
What I tend to do is I just have one or two decks that I love and stick to them, obsess
Yeah,
with them,
I have
and
the
then
same
play
thing.
nothing else. Yeah. So that's what I did with my Meve Shield Wall, and it was fantastic. It got me to the highest rank I'd ever been. I got to rank 3, which was super, super exciting to me. That was the closest to pro rank I've ever been. Really sad to have been taken back to rank 5 now, but that's fine. We're going to work on that. Going to get back to rank 3.
Yeah, I have the
Um,
same thing. Went down to rank 6. Now I'm trying to climb back up once
oh,
again. Yeah.
You can do it. We can do it.
Exactly. Yeah, and I think handbuff is an interesting way to go right now because it's fairly new. I know that a lot of people are trying the syndicate self poison deck. That one's also very popular and very powerful from what I've seen. Can generate a lot of points, especially with the pesky salamandra. But we'll kind of see if that's also something that I'm going to try out. But also, I can relate. I have the same thing. Once I like am sold on the deck, then I'll be just playing like the hell out of it for the whole
Hmm.
season. And I feel like 1 month of just playing one deck is not really that bad. But I kind of also miss in my kind of gaming approach to have some more flexibility. I have the same thing with any card game that I play, that I go with one deck and then I stick to it until I get bored of it. Then I try to make a different deck. I play that deck, but I'm not really good at piloting it, so I go back to the old one because it just feels right, right?
Yeah, definitely. And the thing is with Shield Wall, after a month, I'm still not sick of it. I'm still not bored.
It's a good deck.
It is. It's really, really fun. And of course, I love Northern Realms. And with the nerf to Erendite was in my Shield Wall deck, but now I've taken it out and put in Dandelion, which is
Hmm,
absolutely fantastic.
nice.
Love him. And it, even though it's only one card change, it feels like such a breath of fresh air. It feels like almost like a new deck without Erendite. I'm not constantly worried if I have to keep a heading points or how Erendite's doing, and it's great. And I feel like I can still get a lot of use out of the deck and probably play it a lot this patch as well. But definitely time to expand my horizons and try out other stuff. Definitely Scoia'tael Handbuff, and hopefully I want to try building a deck around Triss, the new card.
Hmm.
I'm thinking of a swarm deck where she does the boosting as
Hmm.
opposed to the damage, but we can try her with damage as well and see how she does.
Yeah, yeah, interesting one. How did you get into streaming? Because we know how you got into Gwent. When was the idea to kind of go and like, yeah, I wanna stream games, I wanna stream Gwent or whatever. Like, when was this kind of initiated?
So basically, I always wanted to do YouTube.
Hmm.
And when I was younger, I'm going to let you in on an embarrassing secret. I used to do magic videos. You'll never ever find
Nice.
them, and I'll never tell anyone. I used to do magic videos. Didn't do very many, but then people in school found out, and I stopped doing it. And for years, I never wanted to do YouTube until sort of last year. I was with my boyfriend, and he's really supportive, and he said, you've got your PC now. You can get into YouTube. And I said, well, I don't know how to edit. I don't know how to make videos. I don't know how to do any of that stuff. And he said, well, you could stream. We just need to
Hmm.
get you a webcam, and then you can stream. So it was his idea,
Nice.
actually. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna do that because it's such a great thing, and I wanted to be able to meet people who thought things I thought were cool. My fantasy games. I wanted to chat to people who had the same interests, and I'm super super happy that I started, and I'll always thank him for um, encouraging me to start streaming because it's one of the best things I ever started. I say every time I come on stream, even if it's a bad stream, if I'm having internet issues, if I'm not winning my games tonight, the community and chat is super, super supportive. Every win I get, everyone's good game, purple, well done. And it's just amazing, and it makes me super, super happy.
Nice.
Um, so yeah, I'll definitely be streaming forever.
Nice. Yeah, I also saw that you started making YouTube content. Like, I've seen the thumbnails like pop up, and yeah, that's really cool because yeah, I feel like the more content that you're creating, the more you're being noticeable within the community. And I also remember that we were doing a stream with Doug, and we rated you after it. So it was really cool. And also your reaction was priceless, which is like what I. It's
Oh,
also something that I love doing after opens. Like, we always rate someone who's playing Gwent who doesn't have like the biggest following, because you can see that they're starting off. and we always try to like go in and help him out. But I just love the reactions. Always like, oh my god, holy crap, and stuff like that. It's just good.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, it's super nerve-wracking when it happens. I've got better at it now that I've started to get a little bit of a following, but at the start it's super scary, but the most exciting thing ever when you have a bunch of people come in and share that special effects stream. Thank you again, because that is the best moment on stream I've ever had. To get to chat to Geralt of Rivia himself, Doug.
Yeah.
Was absolutely incredible, and it's a moment on stream that I'll never forget, and I'll always be grateful for that.
Yeah, plus Doug is like amazing. He's very approachable.
He's
From
so
yeah,
cool.
from everybody from the community. Also does a lot of charity related stuff, which is amazing. Whenever he goes to any of the cons, like he takes the time to meet with everybody, talk to them, and yeah. Plus, I had the same thing. Like, I think the special effects stream was one of the first ones, or like the second time that I got to actually interact with him a little bit more. And whenever he does like Geralt's voice, I'm always like, oh my God, this is just so good, so good. So yeah, that's an additional thing. And yeah, like you said, it's really cool because you have been building your own community around you, and of course you have your Discord, which is the purple community. And yeah, it's really really cool stuff there because you also have like stuff about nature, pet photos, like emotional support, which is really awesome, food and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just like a really awesome, wholesome place. So kudos to you for that. And if someone hasn't checked it out, you can find it. I think I found it through your YouTube actually. There was a link
Thank
to your
you.
Discord.
Yeah, it's like I call it like the big purple family group chat.
Yeah, yeah, it has that cool vibe to it. When it comes to The Witcher, because you chose the name Purple Witcher, I probably get that purple is your favorite color.
Yes.
Okay, that's easy. Where did you like discover The Witcher? Did you discover the books first, the game? Like, what happened first here?
The game. So my dad's got me the game for Christmas on
Oh,
my
nice.
Xbox.
Number
Yeah.
one dad. Well, good
Yeah.
choice for a gift.
Yeah, definitely. Because he was like, because I've always kind of loved fantasy stuff. I'm a massive Harry Potter nerd. I've always loved the fantasy genre,
Hmm.
and I was starting to really get into gaming, and I was really getting into RPGs. And on my Xbox, I played a lot of the Assassin's Creed games, and all of those are historical
Yeah,
games. And he was like, "You should really try The Witcher." So he got me it for Christmas, and just was obsessed with it. I
nice.
loved it, absolutely loved it. And then even better on PC,
Yeah,
even better. That's why it's purple is my favorite color. Witcher's my favorite game. So that's how
nice.
Purple Witcher was created, and just the world is absolutely incredible. It's amazing to just open up The Witcher and get lost in the continent, and it's great. I love Geralt's dialogue
Yeah,
choices always cracked me up, and just the story and just the setting. It's a masterpiece, an absolute
nice.
masterpiece.
Nice. I know I work for the company, but I have the same sentiment towards that game. Like for me, every Witcher game from Witcher 1 to Witcher 3, it's just always been an incredible storytelling, but also actually bringing the world of the Witcher to life. And this is, before that, like I, as a person growing up on the books, I could only pretty much just imagine these things in my head, but actually seeing them come to life and have a nice narrative towards it and really cool quest was just something that instantly had me sold on it. Did
Yeah.
you like manage to go through the books, and how many playthroughs have you done through The Witcher? Because first you played it on Xbox. Oh, okay, books are there.
Currently reading them. So I just finished Blood of Elves. I'm just about to start Time of Content, which is purple. So it's literally the Purple Witcher book. So I can't wait to read this one.
Nice. So you played Witcher 3 on Xbox, and then you also played on PC, right? So did you
Yeah,
play it
so I did.
twice?
Yeah, so I played one
Ooh,
playthrough on my Xbox, and then fast forward like a year and a half, and I did another playthrough on my PC. And the it was funny. The first playthrough on my Xbox, it was the Game of the Year edition that I got, so it came with the DLC.
Nice.
But I didn't look into any of the different endings you can get.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, in case, I mean, I know everyone's played it, but I actually got the worst ending.
Oh no.
I got the worst ending. I was absolutely fuming, and I was like, right, I'm not playing the DLC after this. I can't do it. So then, obviously, when I got my PC, played it through for the second time, I checked which choices I had to make to not get the
Yeah.
bad ending again, because that was just terrible. And then played the DLC afterwards, which was fantastic, absolutely brilliant. Toussaint is amazing,
Yeah. Blood
can
and
I
Wine.
say? It's absolutely incredible. It kind of feels like another game in itself when I was playing it. Um, Probably the best DLC that I've came across, definitely.
Yeah. Did you enjoy more Hearts of Stone or Blood and Wine? Probably Blood and Wine, based off what you said, but just double
Yeah,
checking.
I really liked the story with Olgierd
Mm-hmm.
in Heart and Stone. Like, I really loved that story, but I think just the setting of Toussaint kind of tops it, because in The Witcher, we have a lot of dark,
Yeah.
gloomy places. To suddenly be in this bright, sunny holiday kind of destination, it felt like it was amazing. So I'd probably go with Blood and Wine, and then the ending when Geralt and Yennefer are all happy in his vineyard. Oh, it was beautiful,
Yeah, plus
beautiful.
it's like a nice mixture of, a little bit of kind of France and Italy with all the vineyards in the background. It's a nice
Yeah,
mixture of all these things put together. And also, I think that one shows more the technical advancements that we were able to kind of introduce into the game, and also the visuals that we could have updated compared to what we had in the previous one, because everything looks different. I mean, even if you go to Beauclair and you see the city there, it looks totally different than what you would expect, for example, from Novigrad, right? So it's something totally different. And for
yeah.
me, like Blood and Wine, probably because of Regis. Like I love Regis; he's just freaking amazing. And I loved him from the books. So actually seeing him come to life as a character was incredible.
Oh, nice.
Do you
Yeah,
do you have
I
like a favorite
think
character?
from the whole Witcher series,
Yeah.
I know it's so basic, but it's probably Geralt.
Okay. That's a
Yeah,
good
it's
choice. Yeah, I
Geralt.
mean, main
Yeah,
protagonist, right?
yeah. You can't see, but I have a display of him on the wall on the wall there.
Yeah, he's
Um,
he's you know he's the number one dude. But I feel like with Witcher 3, it was really cool to have Siri there. I think she's she of course you were trying to find her, right? But she was like through all the like memories and kind of in betweens, the options that you had to actually pilot her and play with Siri. It was just freaking amazing because she was totally OP compared to the rest of the to
Definitely.
Geralt, right?
Definitely. Ciri's definitely my second favorite character, but if I had to pick the favorite, it would be Geralt, just
Yeah,
because we play as him, we follow his story, and witches typically don't have emotions and are typically very cold. But Geralt, I always played him as the good guy,
yeah,
and he always wants to do the right thing. So I always loved that about Geralt, and he's just super cool. He's a great guy.
yeah,
But Siri is so powerful, strong female there. I love that. So
yeah,
I really do love Siri as well. Another character that I always found really funny was actually Zoltan.
yeah.
Zoltan always made me laugh.
Yeah, he's the
Um,
kind of like all out. I don't care what I'm gonna say. I'm just gonna say it. And yeah, he's
mhm.
also a really good friend, but he's also the type of person that just he doesn't care. He'll just help you out. Doesn't matter what. And it kind of shows that him and Geralt are thick as thieves. And he's like, of course, no, I mean whatever you need. Like the Novigrad part in The Witcher 3 where you actually get to do some stuff with Zoltan, that's just freaking amazing. And you also help him out because yeah, he's made some bad choices if I remember correctly there.
Yeah, yeah, I loved being with him in Novigrad, and Novigrad's such a cool place as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like whenever we're mentioning all the characters from The Witcher 3, everybody's saying like, "Well, we need a journey for Zoltan, we need a journey for Uma or whatever and stuff like that."
Yes,
Do you have like character for which you would like to see a journey for?
Zoltan.
Yeah,
Yeah, Zoltan would be great, actually.
yeah,
If you
agreed.
could make that happen, that would be fantastic.
Yeah, we're already working on like
Utmost
a new
gratitude.
journey, but I don't think anyone has yet guessed the character, so I can't actually wait to
Okay,
have that one. But no, no, someone in chat, no, Uma journey is not yet confirmed. Nobody confirmed that. No.
that would be really funny as well.
Yeah. I mean, Uma is really cool. Can probably also have a lot of like customizable things.
Hmm.
But yeah, I feel like there are so many characters within this universe that you can explore, and it's not only like you can do it in two ways. You can have a journey for this character in order to have him or her as a leader, but you also can explore it in a way where just adding cards of the characters. And I feel like with having the books, with having the three games, and now also the Netflix series, there's so much stuff to unpack and kind of all the possibilities in terms of like what we can do within the game. It's just freaking amazing.
Ah, use my
So
utmost
yeah,
gratitude.
you froze off there a little bit. Are you still with us?
And out there, and I love the fact that. Oh, can
Oh,
you
okay,
guys hear me?
okay, yeah. Now we're
I
back.
think I think we're back now.
We had a
Sorry about that.
small freeze. So you were saying,
I was saying, yeah, there's so much content in The Witcher to get involved with, and I love that we're still getting more, like with the Netflix show, and I know that we're getting Project Golden Necker, I think, end of this year, which I really can't wait. I really can't wait. So it's great to see more content, even years after the books were released, years after the games. It's still great to see so much more content about the Witcher universe coming out that we can explore.
yeah, totally agreed. It's pretty much, I can't really wait for like all the things that we want to do this year and, beyond that, because, for me, like working with the company, I get to see stuff behind the scenes. And it's just freaking incredible to do this stuff. And I like that we're kind of able to see what the community wants, and most of the time like what we want to have within the game itself, it kind of corresponds with what the community wants. And also I feel like, yeah, there's been a lot of like cool ideas coming in from the community in terms of like what they would want to see in the game. Do you have any requests
Yeah.
or ideas for Gwent in the future?
Not that I can think of on the spot. No, I will get back to you though. I'm sure I will come up with 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 a few. But I think some more maybe customizables around Zoltan or a Zoltan journey would be
Okay,
really really cool to see.
nice, good choice. Yeah, we recently came back with the Geralt journey plus the Ciri journey. Next ones will be, also the previous ones that we had. So I think it's Aretuza, Yennefer, and Triss. Not probably in that, not in that order, but yeah, that would be. I think having these kind of come back for players who haven't checked them out yet to kind of go back and get all the cool stuff. After that, we can go back to making new ones.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm trying to go back and get all the cool stuff that I missed out on.
Yeah.
But it's taken me so long. It's taken me ages. I'm starting with Siri, and then I'm gonna do Geralt. I think I'm working towards getting. Is it level like 65?
Mm-hmm.
65 or 70, where you have the purple swallow avatar. I really want that one. I really
Nice.
want that one. So I'm working towards that, and then once I've got that, I think I'll keep going to get the full Siri, and then I will try and get the full Geralt journey as well.
Yeah, I need to catch up and get all the auras for Geralt, because as you probably know, like we've been adding a little bit of new stuff into the previous journeys. So can't wait to really, you know, get those kind of things that I'm kind of missing. Yeah. I
There's
also like
a
that.
lot for me to catch up on.
Yeah. I also like how the whole chat is pretty much making predictions for next journeys, which I love to read because I'm just checking if someone will actually get it or not.
Yeah.
When it comes to like moving on with streaming and everything you've been doing, like, what are your like next plans apart from just sticking to it? Or do you want to grow? Do you want to expand? Maybe move on to focus a little bit more on your YouTube content? Like, what's the plan here?
Definitely, I will always stick to my schedule of 3 days a week. I'll never drop that down unless I need to. At the minute, obviously, I'm a very, very like small fish in a big pond. I try and do one video a week at the moment with 3 streams. I would love to stream a little bit more variety, but it's still within the fantasy genre. So there are going to be Thronebreaker streams, there are going to be
Ooh,
Witcher streams,
nice.
and there are also going to be Dragon for a while. I've been for every single stream. So I think it would be good to throw a little bit of writing. But the good thing is that I never get sick of Gwent, and I never feel like I need that break, like that love hate kind of thing that people talk about, because I can't stream for massive periods of time. I work like 9 to 5 and then have to
Yeah,
travel. I can only stream for 2 or 3 hours, and for me that's like the perfect amount of time to
I
play
agree.
Gwent, and then I can get a refresh, have a day off, come back to it for a few hours the next day. So it works great for me. But yeah, somebody in chat suggested Dragon Age. And I know that Fiolin really likes Dragon Age as well, and she said I should definitely play it. So we're going to start with Origins and then try and play through those as well. I'm just waiting because in my spare time, which it's taken me absolutely ages, I'm playing Red Dead 2, another brilliant RPG. I know it's not fantasy, but love historically set RPGs.
Nice.
I'm nearly finished it, so once I finish that, we're going to start with the Thronebreaker and Dragon Age streams. But Gwent is not going anywhere. I always
Nice.
plan to stay with Gwent because that's that's the base of my community, and I love you guys so much. It's
Aw.
the most supportive community in the world, probably. It's the best one, and I'm super grateful to have become a part of it and have been shown such incredible support as an absolute beginner, because when I started streaming Gwent, I started streaming it as a beginner, which is like the complete opposite of what
It's even
everybody
harder,
else
right?
is. Yeah, because the community basically taught me how to play Gwent. It's tough sometimes because I'm not a pro. I get a lot of backseat gaming, and sometimes at the start I couldn't really ignore it. It was very difficult as a new streamer to focus on the gameplay and read chat, but also
Yeah.
like follow instructions as well, because everyone's like, you should play this now and do this,
Yeah.
or why didn't you do this, or why did you do this? And it can be scary sometimes, but I've got a lot better at dealing with that now. Sometimes I just have to ignore it, but sometimes it really is helpful. And I had the idea that if I didn't want to let anything stop me. I knew other people streaming Gwent were obviously pro players, but I was scared to do it, but I was brave, and I didn't want to let it stop me. So I
Yeah.
started streaming, and I had the idea that people who people who follow could watch me learn over time, which they have done. Because I think I started streaming when I was like ranked 25, um, right at the very start.
Nice.
Now we got to rank 3 the last patch, so it's been quite the journey, and one that I think the viewers have liked seeing, because everyone keeps coming back for more, which
Yeah.
can only mean a good thing.
Yeah,
So
I
yeah.
also love this aspect. Like, it's good that you mentioned it. That whenever we're starting off, I have the same feeling like whenever I'm starting off in the new meta, and I know that there are people in the community that have been playing a lot. They will come into chat and pretty much give you some good advice, which is amazing. I feel like I've also whenever I'm getting back into a meta, it's very good to get these tips from people, and I feel like I'm also learning, and it's making me better. But sometimes, yeah, I know that there are streamers that don't like a lot of backseating, because it can sometimes be bad. But I feel like we are kind of in a good place with our community, that the majority of people that are giving you tips are just they're good, right? It's not just some oh, you should be playing this because this is better. Like, no, it's just like if you play this, you'll get a little bit more points, blah blah blah. So it's like it's constructive, and I feel like it makes us better as players. But I also agree that whenever you're starting out, it's very hard to in the beginning to do like all the streaming and interaction while playing the game. And card games have this thing that you have to be like focused. Like, you have to be focused. You need to be like thinking about the plays. I also noticed that I rope a lot more, when I'm streaming, right?
I think, obviously it's because I said I started playing it sort of last October.
Mm-hmm.
It's taken me a long time to learn, and I know I've still got so much to learn because there's so much to the game. I've got so much to learn still. It's taken me a very long time because I don't have that much time to play it off stream. So most of my time with Gwent is on stream, when I do tend to focus on chatting a little bit more. And as you said, it requires like 100%
Yeah.
focus, which I can never really give when I'm streaming,
Yeah.
because I love chatting to everyone. So that's, I think, why it takes me a long time to learn, because I'm streaming at the same time as trying to learn the game, and it's a difficult balance, but it's one that I'm definitely improving on.
Mm-hmm.
I think recently, since I was at rank like 6 and got to rank 3, I think that's when I sort of turned a corner and realized a lot of stuff. I started making less mistakes, and when I was making mistakes, I would realize like straight away. So I think I'm definitely improving, but I know I've still got a long way to go. But I take it slow, no rush and no pressure to get to pro. I know I'll get there one day.
Yeah.
But I like to just I don't take it too seriously,
Mm-hmm.
because then I don't want to get annoyed with the game, because I always want to stream it and I always want to have fun and show the positive energy which we can have with the game, and always be um, a positive place for people to come into and watch Gwent games.
Nice. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I also feel that, there's that kind of sets apart like the different type of streamers that there are. There are people who are known for, pretty much like just flaming and still playing the game and being like negative about it. But some people just, take, kind of distance themselves from it in order to, like, I always say, like, you kind of jump out of your body and you're like kind of hovering around and seeing that, yeah, this is what I want to be doing. I'm gonna be, taking it easy just to enjoy it and actually have fun and, have this like full experience out of it. And it's something that I try to always learn, because I feel like, there is always this kind of like pressure in order to, be really good at it or be the best at it, because, people are there kind of watching and they're judging. But when you actually think about it, like, nobody's really judging you. They're just, coming into your stream just to talk to you and have fun. So, I mean, it's really, really cool and a really amazing community once again. I think you broke out once again. Hello? Oh, it's coming.
Hello?
You're coming back.
Are we back? I'm super sorry. I've been having the worst internet issues lately because I don't have an Ethernet cable. I can't have one in my bedroom. But I am actually moving out and moving away for the first time in a few months.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'll get an Ethernet cable for the first time, so no more lagging problems. I was hoping it wasn't gonna cause problems today, but I'm so sorry. But
No,
thank
don't worry.
you for your patience when it lags.
No worries, no worries. Okay, anything else that you wanted to kind of send out to the people watching in terms of like where they can follow you, where they can check out your streams, what's your streaming schedule? Now's the time to pass this on.
Yeah, so I stream every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, and this Sunday is actually the Purple Community Night stream because we just reached 700 followers.
Nice.
So
Congrats.
a big thank you, big thank you to everyone who's followed so far. So it's a wholesome evening where you guys get to play games with me. It's always the best night. So if you want to play some games with me, do join on Sunday. And just a big thank you to the community for being so supportive and always making me super happy when I stream. And thank you so much to Berger for asking me to be on the show.
My
I've had
pleasure.
such a great time chatting.
Likewise.
And thanks to everyone who came to watch as well.
Yeah, likewise. Thank you to everybody for watching. Thank you for taking the time. I know your schedule was quite busy, but thankfully you had today off. I really appreciate you also being here early for the stream. So it's not last minute, although whenever I set up everything, it's pretty much like 5 minutes up to maximum like 10 minutes just before we go live. So yeah, it's also due to kind of scheduling stuff in between like normal work meetings, but you probably understand that because like you said, you're also doing 9 to 5 plus streaming, and that, to find time to actually, find a couple hours or something for streaming itself, it's quite difficult. I also need to go back to streaming. I'm always reminded by that. But yeah, thank you for coming over. It was awesome to chat to you. And yeah, all the best on growing also your Twitch and your YouTube and playing more Gwent. And yeah, enjoy your weekend because yeah, you'll probably deserve all the rest.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thank you everybody for watching. We will be back with Twig, of course, next Friday because we do this on every Friday. Awesome. Let's wave to the camera. Bye, everybody.
Bye.